So I see the report when Sahara reporters report. They say meeting with Tinubu in Rome hotel over Fidelity Bank 225 billion debt crisis. Sources, they never put am. Anyway, Peter Obi don come para. Peter Obi don come para. He don reply dem because he say na fake news be that. He don come para. Make I read wetin Peter Obi talk for the matter. He say it's obvious that the biggest business for blackmailers now is talking about Peter Obi every negative perspective. Even my solemn spiritual trip to Rome has been twisted into yet another blackmail campaign by merchant paid ostensibly to propagate anything negative against Obi. One such individual whose entire life revolves around blackmail falsely claimed that I went to Rome to have a private meeting with President Bola Tinubu regarding a purported 225 billion debt crisis involving Fidelity Bank. These claims are only baseless, malicious, but entirely, and of course, and entirely false. Let me categorically state that I have never sought an audience with nor met President Tinubu since he assumed office, except about 1 minute meeting at the arena of St. Peter Basilica, Rome, during the inauguration mass of Pope Leo XIV, where I was seated behind and had to respectfully greet him and other dignitaries present. I was previously in Rome on the 9th of May for the lying-in state of Pope Francis. Immediately after the mass and exchanging pleasantries, I went straight from Vatican City to London and then back to Nigeria. The self-proclaimed blackmailer in chief, okay, so I didn't name calling now because I don't understand which of a blackmailer in chief, and others who thrive on spreading pain and falsehood have also claimed that I own Fidelity Bank. For the record, I do not. Throughout my career, I have served as chairman and director of 3 banks, financial institutions, of which Fidelity is one of them. Fidelity has over 500,000 shareholders, none of whom hold a majority stake. What these blackmailers seek is to harm those hard-working Nigerians and cause them to needless distress. To those peddling this falsehood and engaging in blackmail, I offer a simple prayer. May God grant you the virtues of gratitude and understanding to know that we came here with nothing and we will go with nothing. That they cannot profit from their evil ways. A new Nigeria is possible. Peter Obi. So Peter Obi has called out Sowore, obviously, because they're talking that Sowore na get Sahara reporters. I don't know the one they call am blackmailer because Peter Obi, did Sowore blackmail you? Because I don't understand that word of you saying that he's a blackmailer. But anyways, a Sahara reporter is beginning to be known for propagating fake news. You see, I have zero tolerance for fake news. That's how the other day when Showore had issues with one pastor. Is it one pastor in Port Harcourt? One fire, one thing, miracle, been a pastor, miracle, whatever he calls himself. Anyway, they had a buyaya with Showore, and Sahara reporter started propagating fake news about that pastor. You understand? That he and his wife were arrested for what he was just saying all sort of kind of thing. One blogger came out to debunk all those things because I think that pastor contacted that blogger and she called that Showore. I saw in the news that time. I'm like, okay, it's their business. But this one when you call they talk about Peter Obi, when you know that is your political opponent, you are now using your platform, which is your news reporting, whatever, to to say nonsense about uh Peter Obi. That is not acceptable. That is not acceptable at all, Mr. Showore. You need to talk to your Sahara reporters. You need to talk to your workers. You need to your staffs. You understand? So na the matter I carry come my people. Wetin una think make una sef shook una mouth put for this matter. So wetin Sahara reporter dey talk about Peter Obi is not good. It's not good. We need to channel all our energy to fighting corruption in Nigeria, channel all our energy to fighting bad government, and being a good opposition party to make sure say the current government do the needful and act appropriately and solve and help and solve the pressing issues of unemployment, of insecurity, and all those pressing issues, hunger, all those issues. We should channel our energy towards propagating that and not petty talk of saying somebody is fidelity and not fidelity. Fidelity is a big bank. It has shareholders, So if Peter Obi have shares in Fidelity, but that doesn't make him to be the owner of Fidelity. And so one thing with bank is if somebody get, even though say a person start the bank, by the time it's now a public entity, it's no more owned by one person. You understand? So if anything, if you have any issue with Fidelity Bank, you can call them out. You understand? But you do not be causing fake narrative and putting Peter Obi in the picture. You understand? Channel your energy towards fighting bad government corruption, in Nigeria. Okay? Thank you very much.